After nearly 2 years of working from home, visiting family online, a local event aimed to educate, inspire, and connect women, it is returning in person. Donna Orender, founder of Generation W, joins me now to talk about this weekend's event. We were just talking about it.
Yes,
you're one of my first people really back in studio face to face, and you're saying that's kind of the importance of this event, is being face to face with women again.
Well, our theme is connection and the power of connection, and we've learned so much about that over the last couple of years. I mean, digital, Zoom, WebEx, all of that has connected us, but this in-person connection is truly powerful, and we realize truly how interdependent we are and how much we need each other.
Oh, without a doubt. Now more than ever, we would say. So
now more than ever.
Talk to me about the event.
Well, Generation W has been around. It's our 11th year. It's about educating, inspiring, connecting women and girls, but it's in the service of building communities. It's inclusive. We welcome everyone. We love our male allies, and there will be many there tomorrow as well. In addition to being in person, we're also now doing a live stream because we have established, a connection, a community that's around the world. And isn't it great that we can be in person and have that energy? But also, listen, like my family, my friends, companies can get it to their colleagues all over. So if you're interested in a live stream, we want to make sure that we can connect as well.
That's a really cool part. It's something that, used to be so local. It can now be broadcasted to the world.
Hey, Generation W in Jacksonville, Florida is global. And we're so proud of that. We're so proud that this is our home, but this is truly an event national in scope. We have amazing speakers, amazing content.
And a huge array of speakers from a lot of diversities, backgrounds. Tell me some of the highlights.
Well, there's a great article in the Times-Union here today, if people see it, about the Afghani pilot who's been with us before, Niloufar Rahmani, the first female ever who had to apply for asylum, and she's here. Her family had to escape. In light of everything that's happening in Ukraine, her parallel experience is one that's so moving and informative. Of course, we have some of the great leaders of this city joining with others from outside to talk about, as much as we're talking about connection, we realize that we are disconnected in ways. But, what is leadership? In the Great Divide. And so Pat Garrity and Denise Williams from FIS and the Reverend Dr. Emma Simpson will be here. We have moms and their sons. What an incredible relationship and family that we can pour into and learn more about. We have some of the best, most famous oceanographer, environmental nature scientists, nurtured by nature. Right? We don't even think about all the ways we're connected, but nature makes us healthy, which makes me feel like the gifts of nature are things we have to think about preserving in a way maybe that we need to be more aware of, right? Dr. Orender Johnson, who teaches leadership at the United States Naval War College, she teaches our country's leaders to be better leaders, will be here to pour into us her feelings about connection, which would be great. And again, I was just sharing with you, in the last couple of years, we realized that in the disaggregation of information, disinformation, misinformation, the power of our local news, no matter where you live, is so important. We here are really galvanizing in terms of the leadership in making local news matter and really protect us. David McGowan will talk a lot about that data. Terry Cope-Walton will be on that panel as well as Mary Kelly Polka. So the idea that local news, the connection to local news for a community, is essential in keeping our community safe, sane, and smart.
Listen, you can preach to me for days. I agree with you on every single one of that. So who is this really for? Is it for young women? Is it for the older generation?
Here's who it's for. It's funny, people ask that all the time, like it is for women in particular. But I'll tell you, men, everyone benefits, who want to be their best selves. Yeah. And therefore, we have an array of college students that come and participate. We have a huge block of business women who volunteer, educators, political leaders, anyone who wants to feel better, be better, improve themselves, and give themselves a gift of a day that you can look inward and outward and feel elevated. And I hate to say that's for this person. It's for all of us. And I think that all of us is what transcends the spirit and the energy that people report feeling being participating in Generation W. If you want to change a person's life, including your own, tomorrow, you can do that.
I think you set it up perfectly. How can you join? When can you go? Give me all the details.
Well, you can go online to genwnow.com and register. There is a virtual link if that's what you would like, or live stream. If you'd love to come in person, we still have some seats. We're not looking to pack it out this year because of the situation we're in. But if you want to come, you should really come. The openings, Tina Wilson is our musical director. She also happens to be now the principal of Douglas Anderson High School. We couldn't be more proud of her, but what she's pulled together tomorrow will, oh my God, will make us sing, dance. Oh, I'm just really excited about that. And so go online and register. Register, that's what you can do. Doors open at 7. We start at 8 a.m., right? And you'll be there till between 3:30 and 4. We have breakfast, we have lunch, we have wine, we have drinks, we have great food by Cheney. It's just a great day.
What a day. What a day. All right.
And you don't have to wear high heels.
I'll give you permission to skip our show for one day just to go to that.
Lauren, I think you should bring the show there.
Listen, tell my boss, genwnow.com. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, Lauren, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Of course. We'll be right back.